a few minutes early, we have Coach McNeill from East Carolina on. As we said, East Carolina 5-6 overall, 3-4 in the American. East Carolina was in action this past Thursday at UCF, and East Carolina won the game 44-7. Up next for the Pirates will be this Saturday against Cincinnati, and the game will be played at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium for a noon Eastern time start and will be televised on CBS Sports Network. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the win in Orlando on Thursday and tell us what you expect to see as you play your final home game of the season Saturday against Cincinnati, please.
Okay. Well, I thought we went to the game. I thought we had a great week of practice. I thought the open date was needed. I thought offensively we did a really good job of playing fast and executing the game plan. And I thought we did a good job of getting the ball, distributing the ball to our guys that can make plays for us. I thought we did a really good job of that. Just need to still cut down on penalties that back us up or put us behind the sticks. I think that's very important. Defensively, I thought third down really did a good job of that. 73% getting off third down, getting off the field, and 3 and outs. I'm really proud of that. We got eight of those and had a big play. I thought we can still get more pressure on the passer and try to get more turnovers and just get the ball out of there to get it back to our offense. And special teams thought did a good job with our field goal operation, and that's been something that we've been focusing on to make sure we get the great protection, great snap, hold, and kick. And Davis Power went 3 for 3, had his longest of his career at 45, which is we were very proud of that, and created 2 big, huge turnovers off the kickoff on kickoff teams. And again, that's a place where we got to stay penalty free. Because the competition in this league is so tough, you really have to. His margin of error is very small. We're facing a Cincinnati team, Coach Tuberville's, and I think one of the most talented teams in the league, and I know a lot of guys that can play at the next level, NFL level. When you watch him, you see Gunnar Kiel. I love that kid. I met him at the media day, and he's a football player, and I know they're playing Hayden Moore too as well. Both those guys are special guys that can sling it around the field and zip it around, and we know we have to be aware of both of them. Both are agile too. They can very mobile. Shaq Washington, you can't notice him, and really he's a very talented receiver. They got a bunch of receivers. You leave off some, but then Chris Moore, you see he stands out every time you watch him on film. I always think that up front, that's where I noticed the size in the American Conference is Cincinnati's up front, always just well coached and spread the ball around well on offense. Defensively, speed. You can't help from noticing Eric Wilson at the linebacker. He's 6'2", very athletic, makes plays and finishes plays. And up front, Silverberry, he's very active, great feet, great hands. And then on the back end, Leviticus Payne is a guy that just makes plays. So we know they're going to be ready to go, and we have to make sure we're ready to go too. It's a great opportunity for us, and we've got to have a great week of practice.
We'll take questions for Coach McNeill. Please hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you. And again, *1 for questions for Coach Ruffin. McNeill, please. While we wait, Coach, I'll offer the first one if I may.
Okay.
I know you've spoken about it in the past about the health of the conference and your perceptions of the conference. But as we kind of close the book on the regular season this week, just wanted to get your impressions of the conference in general with the 3 top 25 teams and 7 bowl eligible teams, potential for 9 bowl eligible teams, and just maybe what we see from the conference on the national stage and then also with the depth of the league from top to bottom.
Well, here we have what we say well done is better than well said, and this conference is done. I mean, they do it week in and week out. Very proud to be a part of it. The coaches, and I mentioned this earlier about at our coaches meeting and even at the media day, but especially you look around the table and it doesn't surprise me. There's really good football coaches. Every week you see well prepared teams, and I know Commissioner Resco says we have to do it on the field, and I think if you look at what our conference has done versus the Power 5, I think that speaks for itself. And just proud of the conference. I know this is our second year in, and every year first year you learn, even this year you learn even more about the week-to-week coaching strategy, the talent in the league, the NFL talent in this league, and now you see our teams are doing well right from across the country and getting national notice to our conference, and I'm very proud of that.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take the next question, please.
We'll take our next question from Shannon Green with the Orlando Sentinel.
Morning, Coach. How are you doing?
Hey, Shannon. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. Coach McNeill, I'm just curious to know, were you surprised at all by the performance of UCF in that game? I mean, I know obviously they had their struggles, but were you surprised that they struggled as much as they did?
Well, I've coached so long, Shannon. It seems like 36 years. And my wife says I still got concussions from when I played. Anyway. So, but I know what they're going through. I mean, it's a big change losing Coach O'Leary, and he's meant so much to the program and built that program from top to bottom. I know they've suffered some injuries just like we have, and it's in this league. Just talking about it earlier, its margins for error are small, and you got to have a lot of depth because that first guy and the second guy, you got to have somebody ready to step up. We found out this year a quarterback position for us and how we've had to adjust and overcome that and other positions. So I know they got a good program. It's been built, Shannon, and you watched it, built from brick by brick. They brought national attention to the American Conference with the first BCS win versus Baylor. And I have a lot of respect for UCF and the program, and I always mention Coach O'Leary, but their staff was great, and so a lot of respect for that program.
And, Coach, how much did your team need a win like that headed into this week's game against Cincinnati with a bowl game eligibility on the line?
Well, we know it's opportunity. We needed an opportunity. I think the 10 straight games did take a toll on us. I know some teams have played that, but it took a physical toll on us, and I thought the week off helped. And they needed to win, and so did we. Our senior class, Shannon, has done a lot of positive things here for East Carolina. Even I went to school here and played here. This senior class and our junior class, they've done a lot. They won a bunch of games, almost 9 a year before this year. And again, you know me, Shannon. I don't make excuses, but this league teaches you that you have to be healthy, or have heard Coach Saban say this. You got to be a little lucky, and you got to be a little lucky with the ball's got to bounce your way. But it was good to get a victory for our players. When we win, my joy comes from watching the players and my staff, how happy they are, because they work extremely hard for me, and they work with me, not for me, but they work tireless hours. So the win was good for them, and this game is just a great opportunity for us as a team, and that's how we approach it. We got to have we could practice. Cincinnati is very talented. Coach Tubbleville's got a great staff. He's a great coach, and we know what they bring, and we saw it last year in Cincinnati, and we know we got to be well prepared.
Thanks, Coach. Happy holidays.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
We'll take our next question from Joseph Duarte with the Houston Chronicle.
Good morning, Ruffin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, sir. Hey, sorry to take you away from this week's opponent, but I was just curious, when you prepared earlier this year for the triple option, how much really has to go into that, because you don't see it every week, and in terms of getting ready, and then what makes that offense so difficult to defend?
Well, even though we prepared in the spring, you have to do it really all summer long now. Speaking of Bronco, Mendenhall Hall out at BYU, and we did it in fall camp, but we didn't have a week off before, so you got to get ready for the opponent before, and that happened to be, I think that happened to be Florida, so we didn't have an opportunity. But with what Kenny's doing and the experience he has at quarterback, what he does is different from Georgia Tech, what Paul's doing. Kenny gets in various formations and motions and shifts at unbalanced fronts, and with the quarterback that knows the offense inside and out, he can audible to different things and take advantage of your weakness. And the next thing, because they are so precise, they have an outstanding fullback core, which is the whole key. Having played against option in college with Coach Dye when he here at East Carolina, there's not much margin for error. Even if you're in the right spot, if there's a crease, you do your job. If there's a crease, they can get positive yardage and keep you in third and get you ahead of the chains. They always want to stay ahead of the chains. And now, I think people are forgetting about, well, maybe they got a pretty good defense too as well. I think that some people underestimate how good they are on defense, but offensively, with the speed they have, and then with the quarterback that can make, he's been in it for 4 years. He can get them into good plays and get them out of bad plays because he can throw the football. He's also mobile, but he's got a stable of skilled people around him too.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving, Coach. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You too.
Coach, we thank you so much for your time, not only today but throughout the season. Look forward to hearing from you again next year.
Yes, sir. My pleasure. Take care.
All right. Again,
Okay.
Coach Ruffin McNeill from East Carolina. The Pirates will be taking on Cincinnati at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, noon Eastern Time, start on CBS Sports Network.